I am Kim Rayner, and I want to welcome you today to our Choosing Health Today GoTrim Lifestyle Overview. This is the third in a three-series part, and we're really glad that you are able to join us today. And I'm going to take a few minutes to introduce our coaches so you get a chance to meet each of us. And we're going to go alphabetically across the screen. Jeanette, I'm going to invite you to unmute yourself and go ahead and, 30 seconds or less to share a little bit about you.
Thank you, Kim. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me. And yeah, I'm one of the three educators that will be taking us through this series for starting on Monday. And I'm a proud mom and wife. I am a Lyme disease survivor. For those of you who don't know that, I am about 9 years in remission and still maintaining my health in that department. I'm a passionate wellness advocate and I'm a GoTrim lifestyle coach. And I absolutely love doing this and teaching this education. And thank you so much for having me.
Thanks, Jeanette. And Kelly, if you would please unmute and do the same.
Sure, thanks, Kim. I'm happy to be here with you today. I'm a mother of three young adult children, and that was part of my goal and why I started our Go Trim lifestyle plan. Um, on the plan, formerly as TLS, I was able to lose about 57 pounds and I was so happy with that. I decided to use my education background and jump on board as a Go Trim lifestyle coach. I really value the program and look forward to helping others understand our Go Trim lifestyle.
Awesome. Thanks, Kelly. And
You're
I'm Kim
welcome.
Rayner. I'm your host for today, or hostess, I guess, for today. I'm a mom. I'm a grandma. I am a stage 3C ovarian cancer survivor. I am a certified life health and money coach, and I'm also a Go Trim lifestyle coach. And what brought me into this sector is a lot of times when people have cancer, they think that you immediately get emaciated and you shrivel up. And there is a percentage of the population that happens to, but you also are given a bunch of steroids if you have my kind of cancer. And some of us blow up like little balloons and then can't ever figure out a way to make that weight go away. So that really is how I got started in this sector. So today we're actually going to talk about GoTrim, which is a lifestyle for us. And it's a program that's designed to help you lose weight, to build muscle, so you can really step into life and be the best that you can be, no matter what your age. So in GoTrim or the GoTrim lifestyle, we really are built to help you elevate your health and your wellness. So how many people wake up in the morning and go, yeah, I am exactly where I want to be with my weight. I'm exactly where I want to be with my energy and with my health and with my confidence. I'm exactly where I want to be, right? Most of us don't wake up in the morning in that space or feeling that way. So we really are designed to help people navigate the things that become challenges or barriers to our stepping up in the morning and feeling great and feeling that way. So we help people try to find a way to balance between the craziness of life these days and trying to do the things we need to do to manage a healthy weight system. So there's things that we can do to not only achieve our health goals, to actually reach them, but then to keep them sustainable. Because how many times have you reached a goal and then had it turn into something else, 5, 6, 7 months later? It's like, okay, I got that. Now the wheels fall off the bus and I'm going to go do whatever, right? So what we stand for in the GoTrim world is the idea that weight loss is more than just the number that the scale tells you. It's about finding a sustainable lifestyle, and sustainable is really the key word there. Something that's going to work for you for the long haul. We really have a personalized system that combines nutrition and exercise and behavior modification and support for people. And it's backed by science to make sure that we really get long lasting results. We don't want to have a short minute of something. We want to have this sustainable over time. So if you've been somebody who's been on diets, or you've been on the yo-yo diets or fleeting fads or whatever, you can say goodbye to that today. We focus on creating healthy habits that aren't just effective, but they're also enjoyable. So you can really maintain them much more effortlessly. And I'm going to show you a few slides and then some couple of testimonials about people who have embraced this lifestyle and what they have to say about it. So the first one is Dory Gass. She lost 35 pounds using the GoTrim lifestyle, but she really talks about having gained so much more. And we have Sherry He. And this one is really amazing to me. She lost over 20 pounds and 10 inches around the middle in 3 months. That's huge. And she uses a couple of products. She uses different products, but Trim Cafe is absolutely her favorite product. She really appreciates and enjoys that. And then there's Mark Anthony, and he actually started his journey or started his process using something called the 7-day detox. And I'll talk about that a little bit later in the presentation. But he talks about taking the 7-day detox, and he lost enough weight in that detox to say, all right, I believe that this could work for me. And when he started the program, he weighed 239 pounds. And now he weighs, or at the end of the program, he weighed 215. What? Right? And I mean, look at his physique. He's definitely made some changes, right? So when we start having these conversations with people that we're embracing as they walk through their journey, right? Whether you're looking to lose weight or you're looking to keep weight off, right? How do you evaluate how much weight do you want to lose? What is it that you actually want to do here? So if you're ready to start taking control over your relationship with food by reducing cravings and emotional eating, you are absolutely in the right place. Sometimes people are just striving to be healthier. They want better sleep. They want less stress in their life. They want to find a way to balance the hormones, which fluctuate as we mature, right? So if you're here for that, you're in the right place. If you're athletic and you are looking for ways to create lean muscle mass and get rid of some of that fat that you're storing, right, to help you enhance your body composition, you're in the right place for that too. So for our athletes, right, we improve performance, we improve endurance, we improve recovery time, and all of those things help you get into your sport or your fitness routine better. And even if you're not an athlete yet, improving those things as you start your journey is going to help you be a more successful athlete. So when we start talking about traditional diets, we know that obesity has tripled in the United States since 1975. And that is despite the myriad of diets and programs that are available out there. We have, fad diets, everything from low fat to no carb to, only eating meat to only eating one meal a day. I mean, you can pick the genre, right? A lot of times they're quick fixes, but they don't lead to long-term success. They lead to yo-yo dieting, they lead to frustration, and that's not helpful. We talk about diet pills and extreme exercise programs that are designed to, I don't know, they're not sustainable, whatever they are. They set you up for unhealthy habits and they overlook the importance of building a system that's going to be long term and an investment into your well being. So we know that there's changes in food production. We know processed food and sugars that are added to things and all of the unhealthy fats that are added to things. It makes weight management so much more challenging. And that also contributes to obesity and to our metabolic dysfunction. And after decades of participating in, yo-yo dieting or fad diets, GoTrim is really about redefining what's sustainable for you, what's sustainable for your health by addressing the causes that create the imbalance or they create the unsustainability right now. And the biggest thing about this is we're all backed by science, and that is amazing. So we know that there's lots of problems with traditional diets, right? Most of the time you end up losing water and then you end up losing muscle, not fat. And when you lose that muscle, that actually slows your metabolism down and that creates the rebound fat stores because you're not getting enough exercise and you don't have enough mitochondria to be able to burn off the fat that you're storing. And a lot of times diets will tell you what to eat, but they don't actually walk through the process of how to eat. What are the things you should be eating and why? And when should you be eating them, right? So we also know that some diets offer really rigid approaches to the way that they navigate things. This is not any of those. So we also know that in the dieting world, right, a lot of diets talk about calorie counting, but not all calories are the same. 100 calories of M&Ms are not the same as 100 calories of salad, right? So how do you figure that out? How do you navigate all of that information? And the principle of what we really teach is if you're eating the right foods, you don't have to count your calories. It'll take care of itself, right? We know processed foods are rich in sugar. We know that it makes trying to reach a healthy weight much more difficult. We know that GoTrim offers the flexibility that a lot of people are looking for and need if they have any hope of attaining a long-term success in this. So we have three different approaches to making sure that your weight management journey is effective and successful. One is that it's tailored to your lifestyle and your personal needs. Two, that everything that we do is based on science, it's not based on fads. And three is that we are flexible enough to match any kind of eating style, but we're also structured enough for long-term success. So there's four components to the GoTrim lifestyle, and I'm going to talk about each one of the four components in a little bit more depth. The first one is about education. It's about identifying for you, what are the patterns? What are the things that are unhealthy in your life process. Like for me, one of the things is I get into the car to go on a trip and I immediately think I should have licorice. It's just the way my body's wired, right? Or it hits 8 o'clock at night and I'm ready to be done for the day. And I think, oh, job well done today, Kim. I think you should have a Hershey bar or a bag of M&Ms or, peanut butter toast or anything like that, right? I have habits and patterns that are not supportive of the goals that I want to maintain. We also help people learn new strategies. We help you find ways to say, all right, well, if eating a peanut butter sandwich at 9 o'clock at night, and then I'm going to go to bed with a gut full of bread and fat, that's not going to be helpful to anything that I want to do today. So what are some techniques and tools that I can use to not have to do that? How can we improve our sleep? What can we do about cravings? All of those things are addressed in our program. We practice, we implement, we adjust, we measure, we monitor what we're doing, we control the environment, and then we have real life solutions for people's real life challenges and real life problems. And then as a community, we reinforce the work that we do together to maintain healthy processes as we navigate our weight management journeys. And then one of the other things we do truly is helping people find their healthy habits. What are the things that you can do or that you want to do or that you need to do that are going to give your body what it needs to be able to do what your body innately knows how to do? How are we going to help cultivate some really good habits for you? What are the essential tools that you need for your personal ecosystem's well-being? And it's about doing this on a daily basis. It's about doing it with vitality. It's about doing it with momentum. It's about doing it to the best of your ability so you can ultimately reach your fullest potential. So the second pillar, the second component of our program is component number 2 called low glycemic impact eating. And we hear people talking about low glycemic foods frequently. And what we want to help people understand is when you are enjoying real foods, you will be supporting your body. You will be supporting your blood sugar. You will be supporting the systems that your body needs to be able to burn fat, utilize energy, and keep you satisfied and energized through your day. We have several different plans, anything from, I need my results in 2 weeks to, I'm in this for the long haul and I can do a slow and steady pace. We offer several different menu plans that'll help with that. And they really are specific to your needs. And then we have tools that are available that offer recipes. They are designed to make eating healthy, but also so it doesn't get boring. Like if I only ate chicken breasts, I would not be happy, right? I want diversity. I want to savor taste. I want to be able to enjoy the things that I like. And we really do have a well-rounded program that allows us to be able to do that. And this is actually one of my favorite slides in the presentation. This is um, it's a slide of low glycemic impact eating. And a lot of entities will talk about low glycemic foods, but it really is the impact that the food that you're ingesting has on your glycemic index that makes the difference. So as we talk about this, right, I'm going to talk about the things that are in this green area over here. That is the area, station one, if you will. That is the fat burning station. If we can stay in that area and we can maintain our blood glucose level in that area, our body is naturally going to be in the fat burning zone. And that is the perfect place for us to be as we want to lose weight, right? So the low glycemic impact lifestyle, it's not really complicated. It's just a process to help you maintain fat burning throughout your day. So station number 2 over here is about eating low and medium glycemic impact foods to keep you in the fat burning zone. And we'll show you what those are. We'll tell you what those are. We'll explain all of that to you. And then station number 3 is about high glycemic impact foods. And you can see that this is going to start to ratchet up your blood sugar. So these would be things like multiple servings of fruit. It would be the bagel. It would be the cupcake. It would be the Hostess Twinkie. It would be the Manderfield's Bakery. It would be all of those things that are the bag of gummy bears, right? It's going to be all of those things that's going to make you feel like you're racing or ratcheted up, and then 20 minutes later, or 30 minutes later, or 40 minutes later, you are crashing and you need a nap, or you need a cup of coffee, or you need something, right? Your energy gets sucked out of you because the glycemic impact of the food that you ate caused a sugar spike and then a sugar crash. So then it's how do we get you back to a balanced space in the glycemic eating range, right? Number 6 is, what are those foods? What gets you back on track so you can maintain your fitness? And number 7 is, how do I stay there, to the best of my ability? And that doesn't mean that you don't get to have the chocolate cake once in a while. It's just that you will start to notice the impact of that chocolate cake, and you'll have a better understanding of what's causing it. And for me, that's made it less desirable to satisfy that oral craving when I know that there's a consequence that's coming, and that consequence is measurable. And I've done it enough times to say, I feel like crap when I hit that number 5 station. So when we talk about the GoTrim lifestyle, we do have several programs that are available for people to take, and they're found on our website, and I'll show you where that is before we leave for the day. But 3 of the most popular are rapid results, sure and steady, and continued commitment. And these different lifestyle programs, if you will, are designed to support your body based on your goals, based on what are the things that you would like to accomplish. Then we have something called a detox process. And our detox, sometimes people think, oh my gosh, am I going to have to drink water for 7 days? Do I have to drink bone broth for 7 days? That really is not what our detox is about. It is about allowing your body to clear out the toxins from the cells. And it can be, depending on, what your goals are and what you want to accomplish, it can be a 3-day, a 4-day, a 7-day detox, but it's designed to clean your colon, your cells, your liver, and there are supplements to help you to help your body to be able to release the toxins. So no matter which plan you choose, all of the recipes or all of the resources are going to be available for you on the website, and you'll have access to them as you navigate this process. Um, oh, I see something in the chat. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm looking at the chat. It's like, wait, what's going on? Component 3 is is that we are based on science. This isn't just some fly-by-night thing that says, oh yeah, stop eating all carbohydrates and you're going to be fine. Well, you're not going to be fine because your brain needs carbohydrates to be able to function. So when people, go on the Atkins diet, one of the things they talk about is, man, I feel like I'm in a fog, or I feel like I'm just stupid all the time. What is wrong with me? And it's because your brain needs carbohydrates. You have to give it carbohydrates. You have to give your brain fat. It needs fat to be able to function. So how do we do that based on science, right? So we offer supplements to help support your body as you're doing this. They are clinically proven ingredients that help support the body in the process of what it is that we are wanting to accomplish. It is comprehensive support for thermogenesis, for metabolic repair, for hormone balancing, and each of the products has its own clinical research that backs its formulation. It targets things like weight loss, cravings, stress. And sometimes people will say, well, why do I need to do supplements? Why can't I just follow the meal plan? Well, you can just follow the meal plan. And if you do that, you are going to be ahead of what you're doing if you're a drive-through, or a dashboard diner, if you're, one of those people. But if you offer supplements, you're actually going to help your body on those times where you do make, poor dietary where you do make poor dietary choices. It helps with hormone balance, with carbohydrate sensitivity. It can help reduce our response, or more appropriately help our bodies to respond to stress. It can help us if we're struggling with low energy, or we're having metabolic issues, or we're struggling with hunger and cravings, or we have lifestyle situations that make it hard for us to navigate this. Supplements are designed to complement, support, and help that. So this is just a fun picture of the products, some of the products in the GoTrim family, and they're really here to help you navigate your personalized approach. You don't need to take everything. People don't need to. That's why we have the GoTrim health survey to say, well, what are the things based on your goals that your body is going to need extra support with? So these are actually 6 of our products that are very, very beneficial. The first in the upper left-hand corner is a product called GoTrim Slim. This particular product is designed to help your body reduce the percentage of body fat that you have without tapping into your lean muscle. And that part is really important because a lot of times when people lose weight, they are also losing muscle. And that is not going to help you in the long run because your mitochondria are stored in your muscle, and mitochondria are the little energy centers that give you the energy you need to be able to go out and do the things you want to do in life. So we also have GoTrim Thermochrome V6. That is an energy it's an energy producing supplement. It helps promote weight loss through a process that's called thermogenesis, which is, if you think of thermogenesis, that's the heat. It's creating heat in the body. And this product is great if you struggle with mental focus. If you're sensitive to caffeine, this is probably not the product for you. There are other options that we would recommend that are available. We have GoTrim and GoTrim Tea and GoTrim Cafe. You mix these with water and you drink it, and they help you feel like you're satiated. It helps curb your appetite, helps promote weight loss that way, and so it helps you to not feel like you're hungry all the time. The next product in the lower left-hand corner is GoTrim Core and Fat and Carbohydrate Inhibitor. This particular product does helps manage hunger, but it also helps your body to not absorb the carbohydrates, because when we absorb carbohydrates, they turn into fat. They turn into sugar, and then they turn into fat. That's what the body does with them. So this particular product helps block that. Then we have GoTrim ACTS, which stands for Adrenal Cortisol Thyroid Support. And this product is really designed to help with some of those hormone issues that we experience as we go through the maturing process or the aging process, but also if we're in times of stress in our lives, right? This helps with cortisol, which is what causes fat stores around the belly, helps with dopamine and serotonin regulation, because all of those hormones, they start actually in the belly, and this product helps support that. And then we have the GoTrim Slim packets that you can actually grab on the go to be able to use as you're out and about in your world. So the next product that I'm actually going to talk about is this is the newest product in our GoTrim family, and this is a product that supports the hormone GLP-1. Now, the GLP-1 hormone is the hormone that tells your brain when you're full, and it helps to support you if you're trying to not overeat. And as we mature, like a lot of things, right, our GLP-1 production has a tendency to decline as we age. So this particular product can help you feel well longer. And it's a safe and healthy alternative to some of the other things. Whoops, my computer's doing wonky things. To some of the other choices that people are making out there now. It's very popular. People are going to medical providers to get injections for things that are GLP-1 products that mimic naturally occurring hormone production or that natural hormone GLP-1. These products actually have some pretty significant warning signs or warnings against them. One of them is pancreatitis, which is inflammation of the pancreas. And you can go out on Dr. Google and look at this stuff. It can be tied to low blood sugar. It can be tied to thyroid tumors, which actually, including a kind of thyroid tumor called medullary thyroid carcinoma, which is actually cancer of the thyroid. They can impact your vision, making it blurrier for you. They can cause kidney damage. They can cause stomach problems. They can cause gallbladder issues. They can cause muscle loss, which is sarcopenia, and they can cause bone density issues where the bone mineral density is actually sucked right out of your bones. So I'm going to share a quick video which actually talks about this product in a little bit more depth. And this is really our answer to people this is a healthy alternative for people who are looking at maybe trying to do some of those products in the weight loss world.
Tap into groundbreaking science to support your GLP-1 production and redefine your weight loss journey. Feel less hungry and lose weight with GoTrim Thin, 2 clinically studied ingredients to take control of your appetite. Feel fuller, eat less, and support your body's ability to shed pounds like never before. If you're struggling with your weight loss journey, GoTrim Thin can support production of the GLP-1 unhunger hormone while encouraging healthy metabolism and insulin sensitivity. 2 daily capsules can help you ditch cravings and tip the scale in your favor. Now is your time to get GoTrim Thin.
So one of the things about that product that I want to say, I just split screens so it wouldn't start playing again. One of the things I want to say about that product is it helps with the stimulation of the production of the GLP-1 hormone. The injections that you take are synthetic and they mimic that hormone, but the GLP-1 hormone does not cause pancreatitis. It does not cause some of those other things that are side effects of the mimicking products that people are taking today. So we know too that that weight loss is absolutely impacted or influenced by the amount of protein that you're taking. We offer shakes as snacks, or if you're running late on time or something, you can certainly grab them as meal replacement. It's not designed to be meal replacement, but it can be. Our shakes actually not only have the protein that you need, but it also has 20 different amino acids, which are the building blocks to the creation of protein. They're also, or muscles, they're also the building blocks for neurotransmitters and hormones and the natural enzymes your body needs to be able to do the stuff that your body innately knows how to do. So 19 grams of whey protein, 10 grams of fiber, plus enriched with 24 vitamins and minerals. So as people are looking at how do I start, where's a good place for me to start? One of the things that people will often do is start with something called the Jumpstart Kit. The Jumpstart Kit is actually everything that you need to start a 30-day process to get on your way to a healthy lifestyle. And you can do that. You can do that in the beginning. You can do that and start with that. It includes the detox kit that I talked about a little bit earlier. It includes the supplements that your body needs to be able to support it as you go through changing your eating styles and stuff. It includes the core inhibitor, the carbohydrate, I want to say carbohydrate inhibitor. It includes that, as well as a meal plan and tracking sheets and things that you need to get yourself started in that process. So the last pillar of that 4 pillars is body composition. And body composition plays such a key role in our ability to navigate and manage our weight. It helps with improved metabolism. It helps with increasing muscle mass. It helps with overall health. If you have a healthy muscle mass, you have more mitochondria. That's where the mitochondria live, is in your muscles. And you're better able to expel your energy instead of storing your energy. We have customized exercise plans, and these plans are really designed for every level of person who's joining the lifestyle family, right? It's for beginners, it's for people who are intermediate, it's for people who are already athletes, and we have something that will support everybody in that process. And we really believe that daily movement is necessary to be able to manage your weight and your lifestyle effectively. So if you've been, sedentary, we're not expecting you to get up and run a 5K or to run a marathon, right? We start small. We start with warm-ups. We start with things that are going to allow you to build muscle gradually over time, right? The dynamic warm-up is a great place to start. And we have a lifestyle questionnaire, and I'm going to show you that in when I'm done with this part of the presentation. But you can opt in for the 30-day jumpstart, or you can start with rapid results, or you can go into a 12-week program that's going to give you a more gradual approach to the process. Whatever you do, doing something is going to move you in the direction where you want to be, and following a structured program is going to be much better than trying to wing it on your own. We know that as well. So every body type fits into the GoTrim lifestyle. There's something here for everybody. You don't have to be a skinny rail. You don't have to be obese. There is something for everybody here, whether you are 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. It is never too late to start taking care of your health differently. So what are some of the things that make us different than other programs or other, diets? I say that with quotes around it. Well, we literally address the underlying issues that cause weight loss problems. And they are, they don't necessarily have anything to do in our minds with eating, right? It can be things like stress or sleep or hormone imbalances or cravings, right? And the profile that you'll take as you begin this journey is literally designed to help us identify the solutions that are best targeted for the things that you want to accomplish, that are tailored for you and what your goals are, not what my goals are or what I think should happen, because I have no idea what you want in your life, right? So you have access to the educational tools like the GoTrim Health Guide and social media support, and us in our Facebook group. That's what we're here for. Our weekly support calls and our weekly get-togethers are all part of that support process. So we really are designed to fit into your life. We don't try to make your life fit into the program. We are able to adapt to whatever the unique needs are in your life, right? So every aspect of our program is based in science, and that means that you are going to follow a program or follow a system that is proven. The methods are proven, the health information is sound, and it's designed to help you walk this journey, but to do it sustainably and in a healthy way. We want to make sure that your journey is fun. We also want to make sure that it is sustainable, because starting and stopping another thing is not going to be helpful for you or anybody else. So flexibility and accountability is really key. Personalized plans, regular check-ins. We meet on a weekly basis on Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We have ongoing education. We have ongoing support in the process. We have we also have the community, and we rely on each other. We rely on the other people in the group, and it's so much more beneficial when everybody participates in it. We really love that part. So when you are ready, is it time to start your transformation? What's the first step that you do? You begin with the GoTrim lifestyle questionnaire, and that, like I said, will give you your personalized insights. You can opt in for the 30-day jumpstart for the rapid results, or whatever plan best fits whatever's going on in your life. And you can join us. You can start today. There are thousands of us who have been successful on this journey and who have managed to maintain our success. So things to remember, right? We meet on Monday evenings. The time is from 7 to 8 p.m. Central Time, and we do it on Zoom. So you can come home from work, you can put on your PJs if you want to, and you can hang out with us. So what is there to expect if you decide that joining our group is a good thing for you? And we hope that you do. We're very interactive, right? We like to have participation. We encourage that. We invite that. We'll offer and share educational videos. We would invite you to bring, paper, your health guide, a journal, so you can take notes. And so you can follow along. If you have questions, you could jot the questions down. And we have a Q&A session at the end of each week. Our meetings are recorded so we can share the information for people who aren't able to, or who would like, man, I would really like to have a recap on what you talked about. Can you send me that video? They're available to do that. And the one thing that we would ask is, you can join us on camera if you're able to. That's always our preference, because it's much nicer to talk to people, to share with people, as opposed to blank names on a screen. But we understand that, if this is dinner time, if you're coming off of a long day, we understand that you might need to eat. So we would ask you to not be on camera while you're eating, and then just pop on when you're done with dinner. So what's next? What do we do from here, right? Well, I would recommend starting your own GoTrim account if you haven't already done that. You can take the GoTrim profile, and I'll show you where to go to do that. If you haven't already tried some samples, I would recommend that you do that. Join our Choosing Health Today Facebook page. Whoever it is that invited you to join us today, or to watch the video, I would ask them for a link to that Facebook page, and then invite a friend. Come, bring friends with you, because the journey is so much more pleasant if you're doing it along people who are supportive, who you like, who you trust, and who right? So join us on Monday nights. So I want to thank you for attending today, and we'll do what we can to help get you set up for success. So I'm going to stop sharing this long enough to share my other screen. And while I'm getting that up, Jackie, if you have any questions, or Jeanette or Kelly, if you have anything that you want to share in between, I'll let you do that while I'm getting this part set up to kind of do a quick tour of the website. Jackie, do you have any questions or anything? And you're on mute, hon. Whoop, you're on mute still, Jackie. Do you know how to unmute yourself? So let me see if I can send you an invitation to do that.
How's that?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
I muted I muted you because there was some feedback. I wanted to make sure.
That part wasn't my cat, that I know. The thing that I notice, it feels like, well, I'm tied to that schedule, and it feels like I'm eating and or drinking all the time. Drink your stuff, 20 minutes later, eat. Then you got to shake. Then you got to whatever.
You share my screen. Maybe you share my screen. So now you should be looking at the GoTrim website. I have to get you guys out of the way. So this is the website. So I'm not logged in here, but this is what, when you first come to the website, right, you would click here and you would sign in, and then you would have the opportunity to go in and take the GoTrim profile. So if I click on the profile, it's been a while since I've done it. So I can click on it and say, complete your profile. And it's going to walk you through the process of what's the best meal plan for you to be on. And if you've already established that, then you're one step ahead. And then we also have different tools available in the program. So one of the favorite things that I like to show people is in the recipes section, for whatever well, let me do this first. Let me show you the programs. We have the 7-day detox, which if you're doing the 30-day jumpstart, that will be a part of that 30-day jumpstart. We don't recommend you start with the detox. It's better to get a little bit of clean eating and clean healthy habits under your belt before you try and do that. And I will say, when people take the detox, when they start doing that, oftentimes they'll get sick by day 2 or 3 because your body is literally shedding the toxins that are stored inside your cells, and it feels like you're getting sick. You may get migraines, you may get upset stomach, you may feel really lethargic, and that is normal. That means that it's doing what you're supposed to be doing. When I did this protocol the first time, I got to day 5 and I woke up in the morning and I described to the woman who coached me through the process, I said, I woke up this morning and the only way I know how to describe what I'm feeling is the insides of my cells feel shiny to me. And I don't know, that is literally how I felt. I woke up and it was like, wow, the world looks different. The colors are brighter. I feel amazing. That was pretty cool for me. So then we have the 14-day fat shredder. This is the program for somebody who says, whoa, I'm going to my class reunion in 2 I need to shed an extra 5, or, I need to get rid of some of this, right? That would be that program. Then the 30-day jumpstart is just that 30-day protocol, continued commitment, rapid results, sure and steady. Those are all programs that are designed for the long term. That's how we turn this into a lifestyle, to say, what is it that you're looking to accomplish? And then 54D is an actual exercise program that you can pay. It's a subscription fee, but you can participate in that 54D program. And when it comes to the resources, we have the educational videos, which I talked about. There's program downloads, which will help you figure out how to measure yourself for in the beginning. So you want to take before and after pictures so you can see your progress, because not all progress shows up on the scale. I will go through a period of time where I don't lose an ounce on the scale, but I may lose 2 inches or 3 inches around my waist. And that's significant, right? That is a big deal. We have recipes, and in the recipes, it will tell you what that particular recipe is for. This is GoTrim tea and cafe recipes. That's if you're following that protocol. There's shaking and baking, because we know it's not realistic for us to be able to give up our desire for snacks and treats. So we have healthy muffins that you can make. We have cookies, and we have shakes, and we have granola, and there's tons and tons of shakes. There's a lot of different baking things. There's pancake recipes in there, because I'm not giving up my pancakes. I love pancakes, and there's a healthy way to do that. We have fat shredder recipes, and when you look at the recipes, it will actually tell you which food plan is this recipe associated with. So you can tell, you can match yourself to the program that you can match the recipe to the program that you're on. And then there's a little bit of information about us, about our supplements and that kind of thing. So that really is an overview. So if you haven't already done the weight loss profile, that really is where you want to start in this process. So I'm going to stop the recording for good now.